This course is brought to you by Appy Pie as part of our Academy series.
Number 46, how Italian chefs will help you be more productive. This is number 6 productivity hack. Now you're thinking, well, what do Italian chefs have to do with productivity? You might be asking yourself, you might be thinking at this point. Let me explain. Now, the Italian chefs have to do and relate to productivity through the Pomodoro technique. Now, if you're not familiar with this, it's when Italian chefs, years and years ago, and they still do, when they're making a specific type of sauce, they have to set a timer and complete a number of other tasks related to making that sauce within a short period of time, usually about 25 minutes. And then recently, about in the 1980s, this was used and developed as a time management technique, as a technique to become and do more productive things. That's exactly what Pomodoro is. It's a technique to accomplish more. This is exactly how it works. So similar to the Italian chefs, you set aside 25 minutes, you set on the timer, you work your butt off to get as much done as possible, and in that 25-minute time period, then you take a 5-minute break. Now, we've talked about the benefit of breaks. We've talked about the benefit that it has on stress, on productivity, so on and so forth. So you're working your butt off 25 minutes, have a break for 5 minutes, and then you continue the cycle again. So work, break, work, break, work, break. It's called the Pomodoro technique. It's broken into 25-minute intervals, 25-minute work, 5 minutes. You can also do 55 minutes of work, 5 minutes break, so on and so forth. Let's take a look at a couple apps and tips you can use to actually be able to implement the Pomodoro technique today. So with the Pomodoro, it's going to be different depending what device you're using, whether it's an Android or an Apple, or what type of browser you use. But let's go and look at one of these just for example here. And this is an example here. So Pomodoro timer, focus your productivity. This one you have to pay for. There are others that are free that are just as good. This is an example here. You can see how many Pomodoros you have in a day, and it keeps you on focus. So this is if you have an Apple device, you can use this here, download it, or there are plenty others that are free. I think Pomodoro is the one I use, Pomodoro, for my Android device. But that's all you do. Then you're all set and ready to start being more productive.